Well, welcome everybody to the first episode of the Speakeasy. I'm your host, Doge Dad, with my two other co-hosts here, Doge from New Jersey, aka Jack, and
What's going
Vulcan,
on?
aka Vulcan.
It's I.
We have our first guest here. This is Arby.
Hello.
Arby,
I'm honored
up?
to be here. Thanks for having me as the first guest, even as a guest in general. Like I'm honored.
Dude, nah, your memes, man. I couldn't not.
Glad to have
when
you.
you hit me up asking to be the first one, I was like,
Oh my God.
yes,
Oh,
absolutely, man.
I'm glad to be
have
here.
you, brother.
So, our first topic for this episode is we're just going to kind of jump right into it. I'm sure there's a lot of terminally aligned podcasts, but today's topic is going to be about kind of memes and how they affect pop culture and how they affect, like, you know, groups of communities and just the general pop culture market, whether it be like, oh, what are those, or like Bogo's Binted, you know, stupid shit like that. I just find it very interesting that the internet can just unite all of these people from different places and just make them all understand the same joke. Everybody gets it. You say, like, what are those, in like that tone to somebody, you'll probably get slapped in the face. But
It's like modern day
everybody knows what
hieroglyphs.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
No, literally.
It's like hieroglyphs are like a large inside joke.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the topic.
Yeah.
We're going to just kind of kick things off here with some off-topic stuff. So, Arby, why don't you tell us about your page and what you make and why you make it?
Oh, make. That's a very bold claim. Now I'm trying to think. Oh, about my page. I'm trying to think. Should I start with how I started it, or how it came to be?
Whatever is best for you.
Yeah,
I kind of want to get in on this Arby lore.
Haha.
The Arby
Uh,
lore. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Take
trying
it
to
however
think.
you
It was
want.
back in 2012 or 2013. Me and my friend started a League of Legends page. It was if you ever look into it, it's Soraka has a pretty horn. He came up with it, and then we started interacting with like a bunch of other pages, and then years and years went by. Reach started dying, and I was like, you know what? 'Cause, you know, we'd have our little admin tags, and mine was always RB. So I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to make my own page. So I can just post whatever I want. So it doesn't have to be just League memes, you know? And so I did.
No, I totally get that. Yeah,
And-
that's cool.
Yeah, I can understand wanting to get away from
Made a
it.
page. As soon as it hit 10K, it like just plummeted. The reach just died, like
That's something
90-degree
that I hear.
angle.
I hear a lot of people talk about it. They call it the 10K limit. It happened to me initially. They call it the 10K curse.
Man, no, literally, it's a thing. And then I made a new page, the one that we have currently, and we're still here, like, surprisingly, because I got a 30-day Zuck a few months ago, and then my reach was dead ever since. And then I don't know, I saw like a boom in everyone's pages, like everyone's reach just started going up. So we're back, back,
Probably an
baby.
Algorithm change. That's my
No,
guess.
we're so
We are
back.
so back.
We
So,
finally
so
why
back.
why the paper bag? I knew before. I can't remember your old profile picture.
No, I think they've
But-
always been like back in the day.
There's various forms of paper bags.
Oh,
like, it's like
yes.
A dude with a paper bag over his head.
There was my friend when we were playing a lot of TF2, like my two friends from high school. One of them just like in a conversation, one of them just mentioned Bucky McBadbad. You remember from Fairly Odd Parents, Chester's
Yeah,
dad,
dude.
Chester's dad with
Yeah.
the paper bag. So yeah. So I was using him for a
yeah,
while,
okay.
and then one of my friends years later like drew it with the fucking leather jacket, and I was like, I like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. So there
Go
it is.
hard. Go hard.
Then,
down the line.
Good stuff.
Hell yeah,
my-
man.
it's my little guy,
So hard.
my
It's
little
his
dude.
His tiny thug, if you will.
His,
I will-
His gleeby deeby.
Where does the coffee
That's
cup
a good
come
question.
into the
Have
image?
you
No.
ever had
Is there
coffee
any
that comes
deep lore?
free with being born in America?
Yeah, literally.
It comes free with your depression.
I'm Italian. I'm all about the.
Yeah,
I'm all about the
hey.
cappuccino, brother. But you know.
If you guys don't know what I'm looking
Hey.
at, I'm looking at a dude with slicked back, dark brown hair.
It's
and a
beautiful.
Tank top and a big ass strawberry for a nose, bro. And he's got
chain.
the
Don't
glass
forget
on,
my
too.
my
bling.
golden chain, brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
I'm with
like,
Maria.
so of course he's gonna ask about the coffee cup and somebody's
Gotta.
profile picture.
No,
You
there's
got it.
nothing. There's
Hey,
no reason behind it.
absolutely.
I just one day was like, yo, can you draw this Can you draw him as just looking really annoyed with a cup of coffee? 'Cause that's how I felt every day back then, you know, working my old job. So it
We've all been there.
resonated
that's
with
fair.
me. Yep.
It's
That's
me
something
every
I think
morning.
A lot of people have is that they always have that connection to, like, you know, office, retailer, that 9 to 5 grind.
God.
You know, I think a lot of people that is their first job or they've worked it for years, so everybody kind of gets that.
It resonates with them.
Leads into a
Yeah, and coffee is your only
leads into
comfort.
my
Yeah.
It
next
really
statement,
is.
Which is kind of, you know, everybody has those universal shared experiences. However, nobody like parades it around. It's kind of like an off-collar thing. You know, everybody knows they always have that terrible ass boss that's just not fit for the job. And you know, customers coming in 6 hours before you close.
God.
The fucking audacity, man. You know, everybody can relate to that. And that's where I kind of had that topic.
What do they think they are?
Sons of
For
bitches.
This this topic here, where you know people, you can make a meme about that. Like I think the one I saw was Squidward, where he's got his arms folded, and it's like when a customer comes in 8 hours before you close, and it's just like, yeah, man, keep those people.
It becomes so
Oh my
relatable the older
God.
we get to Squidward. My God.
Younger, you thought you were
Ah.
SpongeBob. Growing up,
Yeah.
you realized you were Squidward all along.
See, that's one thing I like about that
Dude.
show, and that's, I think SpongeBob predicted a lot of the memes and the meme culture that it is nowadays, where a lot of people call back to simpler
Absolutely.
times with a meme, or
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to have an intrinsic value. It could just be something really stupidly funny. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm gonna sound like a total boomer right now, but have you seen the meme where it's just like peanut butter jelly the long way?
The
It's
long
like, that's
way.
not.
Seems
That's
so
like such
familiar.
a brain rot video, but it's so funny to watch. Oh, it's great.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
And just people can universally share emotions and feelings through memes, and that's what I really, really like about the internet, is you can have these connections. So, I don't know, Vulcan. I know you had some stuff like that with your page, where a lot of people were really kind of connecting with it.
Yeah.
And-
Well, I mean, that's kind of the content I like to push. Not necessarily. I mean, light, wholesome content. I still like to burn people, but like it's.
If they're
you
asking
gotta be
for
a
it,
little
you know.
human.
Wholesome content's one thing. I know Arby's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
We're kind of somewhere in a gray area.
Yeah.
See, I need to get
You
out
produce
of
a
that
lot of
area.
feel good stuff, but then it turns on a dime into like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is drama.
Uh-huh.
And
It's crazy when
Yeah.
that shit happens.
People
But
follow
then that
me.
drama itself can also become just a total fucking meme.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Internet drama is just so stupid, man.
Oh.
I can't stand it.
Stupid.
It's crazy
But-
how
Ridiculous.
seriously people take this stuff. It's like, dude,
And
literally.
that's what I find so interesting, is people will take memes just so seriously funny, and then like it's the exact opposite with drama. And then
Yeah.
that can affect.
Look, we're all
yeah,
here to
that
make
can
people
affect, like,
laugh.
somebody.
Like,
Like a lot of people can't like take apart the internet versus reality. If you have a shitty day and you go take it out on somebody else on the internet, they might have a shitty day too. A lot of people are just kind of like, this is the internet and it's stupid to get mad about it. But you know, for a lot of terminally online
Yeah.
people, that's like their livelihood.
the entire thing. Especially, I noticed this became huge over the COVID pandemic because more people became terminally online due to being locked in, made it their whole personalities. Oh my
Dude.
goodness. I know a few people who just didn't leave the house for 2-3 years. It's
Man,
like,
that's crazy. Yeah,
relax,
you're in a big
brother.
city too. You know, for me it was like July. Everyone was kind of done.
Yeah.
And just went outside.
Yeah, it was
But-
around that time for me too.
well, everyone with a
Yeah.
brain went outside, but
For me,
touch
it
grass,
was
you
more
have to,
like,
otherwise
I
you're gonna
don't
lose
know,
your
man.
mind.
Just thinking about that too, because the exact adverse thing happened. Instead of like having these like funny pop culture references, you had people. Everybody's seen these articles about how dangerous COVID is, and some people didn't believe in them, some people did, and that like really ripped the fabric of families apart. And that just, I think about that a lot, and the fact that people consciously chose that way of doing things. And it's kind of a real scary way that's happened. Arby, have you ever seen that happen with anything you've posted, where it's the exact opposite of, you know, a meme bleeding into pop culture and people just bringing up like really insanely personal shit?
I'm
And
trying
stuff
to.
that you should probably leave at home.
I feel like I don't, as sometimes I'll see a meme and I want to post it, but I'm just like, this is probably just going to piss off a lot of people, and I don't feel like having some person get so
Yeah.
offended that they report me. Like, I'm not trying to lose the page,
and that's
you know?
another thing too, yeah.
Oh my
dealing with
god.
the blowback. Oof.
But then,
For me, I love seeing my memes in like other places. 'Cause
Oh,
for
yeah.
me, with Doge Dad, a lot of my Doge content is recycled in other places, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's Barry, the bread Doge character. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love seeing that around here. That's great. And
We
then
love
people
Barry.
reference it, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. We all know like the same inside joke, despite having these immeasurable physical borders between us. The internet allows us to be borderless.
Absolutely.
But with that comes a lot of just the hate and, you know, stuff that Arby's had. Arby, what is the worst thing a page has ever, like, not a page, but
Oh.
somebody has ever DM'd your page.
That's a really.
Well,
that-
I'll go
ooh.
around because I
Yeah, I would love to. I want to hear
I
everyone
got-
else's too. Mine was very recent. There was like one I can remember from the league day, but this one was really recently when I changed. What was I using before? I was using some little drawn picture for a while before I switched back to the paper bag, and
Yeah,
then
it was that little
with the crab.
hand-drawn one.
Yeah.
the little crab Arby. I
and
remember
then
that one.
I switched my cover photo to Jenny, to freaking XJ9, and then I was like, Jenny, my beloved, right? That was it, you know?
Right.
My
That's 'cause
beloved.
it's my thing. Robot girls, you know?
Look, it's fucking clapping. He's like, supreme taste,
Okay.
sir. Excellent wife.
And then
Okay.
and then
okay.
like it's never been anything beyond like, hey, that's a robot girl, it's cute. That's all it ever is. So I put that caption, and some girl I've never seen comment or react on the page before is like pedo status, and I was like LMAO, like excuse me. And then she starts going off.
sorry?
She's like, oh, like just going off about how I'm a pedophile. I'm like, I'm posting a robot girl. Like, if you go look at my cover photo right now, that cover photo of Jenny's face is sexualizing her, apparently. And then she started DMing the page, and I was like, hey, girl, your fucking Lexapro prescription is ready. You might want to go pick that up.
Oh!
And then she didn't like that and just do paragraphs upon. I didn't even respond. I would open the message, look at it. I didn't even react.
Oh my
just
God.
over
I
and
hate that. I
over
always
and
get, like
over.
a little bit of anxiety whenever I see that.
No, exactly. Yeah, me too. I'm just like, whoa, how crazy is this person? And that kind of draws back to what you guys were saying earlier about people being terminally online. Like, why does this affect you this much that you have to waste? You're wasting. At this point, it was like an hour at one point, like just because he's constantly sending me messages. Like,
And it's
what's
like,
wrong
for
with
what,
you?
man?
Just
Like,
close the
wild.
tab, and it's solved.
Yeah.
Close the tab or
Yeah.
unfollow
Imagine-
or like block the page.
Exactly.
Who cares?
It's
I-
like that Tyler
Yeah.
the Creator tweet, you know, like that. Like, hey, like,
Imagine-
Yeah,
how is
yeah.
this real? Just close your eyes. That's literally it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. How much headspace, how much mental energy are you really dedicating to posting a thing about a cartoon
Exactly.
robot?
And then it took
What
2
the
seconds.
hell?
Like, hey, cool, she's cute. There you go. And then some person just saw it. I
That's
just
it.
did not like that.
That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I grew up with the show.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yo, My Life as
Yeah,
a Teenage
yeah.
Robot was a really good show. You know,
Yeah,
golden age of,
exactly.
TV cartoons and
But-
Oh, yeah.
just like I see this as sexual.
Like,
you know?
I can
That
I can
sounds like a
understand-
problem.
Okay, Coon Brave.
Yeah. I reminded me. I
Exactly,
made a post.
exactly.
It was about Joel and Ellie, and I'm like, Last of Us the show was really good at recapturing like the bonds between Joel, Ellie, and like all the other characters, but it was a shot-for-shot remake of the cutscenes. Maybe they fleshed out some background characters, and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, Ellie was an interesting casting choice, and I don't think she's like fully developed yet for such a damaged role. And I'm not saying she's a bad actor. She's really great. Loved her in Game of Thrones. But, as Ellie, I think she could have, I don't know, maybe they worked with her a little more. Maybe they waited a little bit longer. Because she genuinely has some good deliveries in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't. And I'm
Okay.
laying this out, and I'm like, here's my review of The Last of Us, the show. Because I love the first game. I remember my dad, when I was in high school when that game came out. My dad always was like, video games? No. But I'll watch. I'll partake, I guess. He was like, wow, these stories are really good. And it became this thing where it's like, oh, me and my dad would play this game, and I remember seeing my dad's face when that game, like, the start of that game. But holy fuck, man! Somebody left a comment on my review, and they were like, "I'm sorry that Ellie doesn't look fuckable," and I'm like, dude,
What?
what the fuck is
It's
wrong with
always
you?
that.
I'm like,
Like-
her acting style just isn't my thing. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you aren't sexually attracted to her. And I'm like, that sounds like you
Like,
talking, bro.
The
It
sheer.
was crazy.
the sheer
Yeah,
I was like, what
projection.
the hell, man? And I laid it out, and I'm like, this is a good show, but I have my gripes with it. And someone was like, actually, and it was just the strangest thing I've ever seen.
It's like you're
you
not
know-
allowed to criticize it, according to them. Like,
Yo,
Yeah.
Vulcan, have you ever had anything like that
My
happen
God.
on your page? Like, whether a DM or like in a comment?
Well, I mean, it's vaguely similar to the point where it was like an interaction, but not necessarily like overtly negative.
Okay.
But I had this Arma 3 like not like an RP but like it was a squad, a clan. That's a clan.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I had them reach out to me for me to like vaguely advertise their group.
And so for context, everybody, Vulcan runs Salamanders focused Warhammer 40,000 page.
Yes.
And Arma has a lot of Salamander or just Warhammer 40,000 like mods for it. So I just want to get
Indeed.
that out there in case the viewers don't know. But
The context.
yeah.
Anyway, So yeah, they wanted me to, give them a shout out, and I was like, well, you are playing my favorite boys, so I gotta check
Right.
you out first before I'm gonna, actually give my word. Yeah, of
Or
course.
endorsement.
You gotta know if it's actually something you're into, I guess. Yeah.
You're down with.
So I joined. I played like 2 games with them, and it was so strict. It was just there's too much adherence to the good book of Robute Goliman.
Did they not call you Primarch? Is that it?
I listen. I didn't ask for that because that would be that would be a little presumptuous of me.
Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
so no, I started as an initiate, but like
Okay. Making you work your way up, I get that.
yeah, but oh my god,
Fair,
it was
fair.
just a fairly abysmal experience.
Okay.
if I'm being
Was
totally
it just
honest.
kind of like, you guys are losers kind of vibe? Or was it like...
It sounds
Well,
like a
it
second
was-
job.
Yeah, well, it was just like I know Arma is a mill sim in most ways, so like I understand why they were going mill
Sure.
simmy, but there were 2 mill simmy. I
Sure.
mean, you're Astartes for God's sake. We don't
You
adhere to
don't have to think
modern
that hard.
modern strategical assessments. We
Exactly.
wear armor, we run into combat and shoot.
You know, yeah, it's just like the bolter porn books, man. You just go.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, and there was just a lot of like degenerate kind of overtly weeby stuff.
Yeah, see,
Which,
don't-
I
don't
mean,
mess
I'll
with
admit-
that
Stuff that can
much.
kinda get under your
it's
skin.
gotta be the
definitely-
most
I
weeb
definitely
out of
did-
everybody here. Like,
Yeah, I definitely do and have posted a lot of vague coomer bait, we'll call it. But like
I
this
think it's
was
more than a
this
lot.
was
Okay.
like, hey,
Hey.
Whoa.
I feel
Okay.
I feel aggressed right now, man. I apologize. I'm walking my
but yeah,
comment back.
it was just it was just a little too much.
When it comes
Oh
to
my
like
God.
2 mil simmy,
Yeah.
can you give me an example? I've never interacted with anything like that before. It's like if you called them by the wrong title, would they freak out, or if you just did
Yeah.
something without getting
Yeah, is this like
permission?
G-Pop or
Like,
B-level
Okay,
of,
so-
like, role play or what? You gotta come on, man. You gotta.
So
give us some, like-
I'll give you what actually happened to kind of make me sour. So
Okay.
the salamanders really are about personal, like, we'll say customization of your individual, because you go out and you hunt a drake and
Right.
you adorn it on yourself, or you just do something special. You don't get that. You don't get that in this little fun mill sim, because like I wanted to replace my helmet with a hood.
Oh,
And
yeah. Well, the salamanders do have that. They have like nightly questing hoods that they wear. That makes
yeah,
sense.
like they did. Well, I was a scout marine at the time too, right? So like,
A hood would make sense, especially via
Absolutely.
Chameleon line cloak.
so their response to me putting on a hood was like, "No, you can't have a hood." And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
It's like, hold on, guys. You invited me here. Hold on.
Yeah. Like this
Yeah,
is
hold
that's like just pure. It's too strict. It was too strict
Yeah.
when it should be very lenient.
And like more fun based. Was it also like a thing where if you didn't do what the sergeant said, they would like put you up against the wall?
Oh my
type
god.
I wouldn't say it like,
Like-
to that extent, but it certainly had that like
shit? Okay.
what's that? Just a really strict is the best way. And yeah, we were
No,
That's
that
not
sounds
fun.
kind of silly. If I can't shitpost an armor with the boys,
yeah like
Exactly.
there's something. I
You
picked
might
this
as
up
well just
last
enlist
year,
in real
and,
life.
You know, it's I picked up airsoft as a hobby. It's my friend Chase, who's a military guy. He was like, "Hey man, I want to go, and I don't want to go alone." And, you know, at one point in time, I was a 13-year-old raised in America. Airsoft is like free when you're born here.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, yo, I'd love to
Yeah,
go. And
yeah.
I'm like, this sounds like a lot of fun. So I went out and I bought my own kit. Picked up this nice all metal and wood AK, fully automatic, electric. And it was like 370 FPS. It was solid. And I go out and I'm having a great time. And I just remember, like, that was where, you know, you see a lot of this stuff where people, they're referencing some funny ass memes. And then you have these people that take it too seriously. forget maybe that Discord is not real life. There was a couple of these guys, and they were like decked down in like faux plate carriers and shit. And they're shitting on my friend Chase and this guy Brandon.
Okay.
And I met Brandon. Brandon would later Ziz pose to distract everybody while we took the flag back to our base. So Brandon gets a pass. Both Chase and Brandon are some real muscly dudes. And both of them wear like just their plate carriers and then some like sweatpants when they go. And to them,
that's
and
epic.
if you guys are if the Marines or the Army, you know, plate carriers, it feels like a winter jacket. Like it feels part of you. It feels comfy to wear. It's comforting. So for them, and they were wearing it with plates in because again, it's comforting for them. They were being told by these guys that their plate carriers didn't match their uniform or their loadout. And when it got to the game, when the rubber really hit the road, I heard a lot of screaming coming from where Chase was, and Chase kind of went like full Rambo mode, just. I don't know if you guys have seen like the "He Burned My Patch" video, but it was a lot like that, you know.
Oh my god.
It's one of those moments
Dude,
where you
that's
look at it
awesome.
and you see somebody, and it's like, hey man, you know, we all get like we all get like the Cash Me Outside meme, but like, cool it with like just fact checking people in real life. You don't need to do that. And it was
It's
if
not
you guys
necessary.
are like vet or soft, this doesn't happen a lot of the time. Nobody gives a fucking shit what you wear. We're all here to have fun and pretend like we're shooting.
But there'll always be that one guy.
there is
you know?
always
Oh,
that
yeah.
one guy there.
one
yeah,
guys in
Yeah.
this case.
And if you want that kind of community, you form a community and
So,
only
and
invite
they do
those
have
guys. If you
those,
do
and
like
generally those are really fun too, and it's more or less just get people to come to the military
Yeah.
simulation event. But
sure, absolutely, but you
Yeah.
keep it in the
Yeah.
space it's designed for. You don't inflict it on casual goers that are just there chilling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
You guys
absolutely.
should see me clubbing with memes. It's pretty bad. Holy shit. They'll be like, girls will be like, so do you like music? And I'm like, I'm not really into like a lot of modern music. I'm more of a broken transmission vaporwave or kind of signal wave kind of guy. They're like, what? And then
You're like,
I feel like I'm regressing into a goblin. I talk like this. I'm like, oh no, I forgot. This is real life.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody, for context, Jack is the newest page we have here. He's Doge from New Jersey. So I'm curious
boy.
to see,
Bada
if,
bing.
Jack, have you ever encountered somebody like this, just on the internet yet, on your page, doing just like shit posts?
Just annoying as hell.
Either that or somebody
There-
that like directly messaged you, and you're just like, go away.
Like, excuse me.
please.
Yes, and one of those situations I don't want to talk about on the cast, but it's the
Oh,
one
that
you
one?
know
We'll
about that
talk
we had a
about that another
conversation.
Maybe if we do like an after.
We'll
dark
talk
one.
about that. Yes, that is not one I'm going to talk about right now. However, there was another one that I talked to a few other pages because this person was going and commenting on their pages as well. It was kind of like one of those, actually, like
Oh, those
counter
guys.
posters
I
to
can't
like
stand people
anything.
Like that, man. Just
It was terrible. It was in reference to I think like a quotation from the Bible or something. One of us had posted it, and he goes like, well, actually, if you're taking that out of context, and it's like, actually, shut up.
damn, I kind of don't care.
Yeah, and I go like, does this guy do this always? I feel like I've seen him even before I've had a page, just being annoying as shit. And then other people are like, oh yeah, that guy sucks. Just ignore him, block him, whatever. He's just terrible. I go, okay. He's from Poland,
Yeah.
so of
Polish
course.
characters
like,
are-
but-
whoa, I don't know, man. Polak
sorry-
people
sorry,
are pretty
Polacks.
cool. I like 'em.
I-
I like them. They're fun.
Yeah, I love you guys. Take care of that one guy though,
I
because he
think
gives you
they
guys a
probably
bad
will,
name.
man. You know, I was
The
talking to
Polski.
a friend of mine. We call him Sino. Well, we'll just call him Sino here. But Sino
Okay.
is very, very Polish. If you talk to him, he will
I love
most
Sino.
likely start the statement with "Bayo Yayo." He's great, but he just tells me these things. And I don't want to say like oversharing about Polish stuff, but he'll just go into detail. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm with this one girl, and she thinks this. However, I'm not that way, so I will not do it. Am I in the wrong? Am I the asshole?" And I'm like,
Hey, Reddit.
"No,
Am I the
Sino,
asshole?"
If this was in America, like it wouldn't be that way. But since you're like
Oh
in a
my
country
God.
that doesn't, have girls that ask you to, cash app them and talk to them, it's fair. Now, for context, it was this whole thing about him staying the night, and sometimes but he had work in the morning, and it's a whole thing. But
Yeah.
in terms of me, I had one time, I had this one guy, and this is the worst interaction I've ever had in my inbox. This dude, he DM'd me after I made like, it was a really funny Doge meme about, it was about Kabosu or Baltzy, one of the two. I think it was Baltzy. And if you guys don't know, those are both of like the meme dogs for the Doge meme. There's a few of them.
Yeah, Doge and Cheems, respectively.
He DM'd me and was like, wow, that's some really messed up stuff you posted with using that template. That's bad. I'm going to send this to Ball. I'm very good friends with the owner, and you're going to be in so much trouble. They're going to send you a cease and desist. And I'm like, man, it's just a meme. Like, dude,
that is
like,
such a Karen response.
My default response to my page is, "Are you winning, son?" Because it's Doge dad, right? So he gets
How
that.
dare
He's like, he responded. He's like, "Yes, I am indeed winning. Winning as in showing you how to be a decent human being." And I'm like,
my Jesus Christ,
dude,
the police.
I read that and I'm like, that's a lot. I'm just gonna block him. So I blocked him.
Woo!
And he appeared on my Instagram later, which that'll be in the video link here if you guys want to follow it. Yeah, I barely post on it, but I post some banger stuff there. DM'd was like, hey, you know, I apologize. Can you unban me from your page? And I'm like, no, apology accepted, absolutely, but I don't really trust somebody like that running around thinking that the report button is some kind of like righteous sort of justice. Just, hey, you don't agree with it. And what's funny is,
it's a very good way to
the
put it, by the way.
dog owner actually like found my page and started like reacting and heart reacting my stuff. And recently I went to this place, we'll call it the Funny Farm. Baltzy's like page actually commented and was like, hey, I hope you're okay. Please be safe in there. And it was just genuinely really heartwarming for me to see that. And I'm like, that's really cool. So, Sean, if you're hearing this, congratulations, you made it on the podcast, man.
Hey.
I was just the most like, and he sent me like an email
salud.
address of like, this is their email. I'm already contacting them, and I'm like, okay,
Congrats.
whatever, dude. Congratulations, but
We love you, Sean.
Yeah.
Like,
We love you.
the
I'll take-
definition
It was
of
so
Karen.
weird. It was
Like,
just
you
so
cannot find a
bizarre
finer
to me.
definition.
I'll take a shot for Sean right now. I didn't
yeah,
take my
right.
shot earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Salute,
Sean,
Sean.
salute. I got some
Cheers.
whiskey for you right
Chug
here.
her back for
Hey.
Sean.
oh yeah. I don't know what
Bafangulo.
that means. Please speak.
Oof.
Oh, I'm serious.
Stop speaking pasta.
Yeah, our Arby's right on this
Yeah.
You're
one.
scaring me.
I think my pasta in the fridge animated for a minute. So.
Hang on. Let me say a few more things. I might be able to get it to fully resurrect.
I'm waiting.
Oh my
I think
God.
he's like pulling up Google Translate or something.
Oh, dude, do you want me to actually say
Yeah,
more?
go for
Because
it,
I
man.
will.
Going off in Italian.
He's about to summon the Gabagool. Watch out!
Oh no, not the gabagool!
Dude, the Gabagool's coming. Now, y'all watch out, because when Halloween comes, what I was posting earlier, that was summoning the Gabagool. That's
Shit.
the ritual to summon that Gabagool. Now, you gotta watch out for the Gabagool.
Is it
because
just
he's gonna
Joey
get you.
Calabrese?
He's the arbiter.
Is he like
of,
the avatar of the gabagool? It just like possesses him, and Joey's
Yes.
running around on walls. His head's
Yes.
like turning around, fucking possession style.
Yeah. 100%, dude. Oh my
man,
god.
that's great. So enough with the quickie rambling here. Yeah, it was a little bit of a crash course into who we are and who Arby is. But Arby, the reason I brought you on here is because our topic is about just how memes can just kind of transcend cultures and the internet as a whole and kind of bring people together. And you're a curator page, which means you don't post a lot of memes, but you kind of curate a lot of popular stuff. You help kind of throttle and build up these trends that people look at. And I was just kind of curious, have you ever seen something where you've posted a meme and that kind of turns into this whole thing, or you got in early on like a funny meme joke and just people really enjoyed it to the point where you've started to hear similar memes kind of told to you in confidence over like Discord or in public with friends?
I don't think it's like reached Discord. Like I do want to say, like, yes, you are absolutely correct with the like I want to kind of broach on that in case anyone was wondering. Like, I am a curator. I once in a blue moon I'll have an idea for OC, but that's been getting like rarer and rarer. Like I was telling you guys a few days ago when we first spoke, like I'm not creative, but I see memes that I like and I post them, and it just makes me so happy to see other people like them too, you know.
Right.
But I don't know if you guys were following me when the dab me up thing was like going around.
Yes,
Like
it
I would like to think I helped spread that around, because those posts did a lot, and I think that's like the most times I've ever made OC before for a meme. And I would see other pages post it, other pages posting the thing that like I created, and that's something, I don't know if you want to talk about it now or later. Like, I didn't get mad that someone else posted. I was like, wow, like they like that post so much, and I see everyone else in the comments liking it. I'm like, honestly, that's good enough for me.
Exactly.
You know how some people get so like, you stole my meme. You have to like, dude. That took me 2 minutes in Photoshop.
What is this?
Like,
Reddit
I don't.
2013? Like, dude,
God.
come on.
Yeah. What are we
exactly.
watermarking now? No, dude, I think that was the
Really?
first meme I saw from you
God.
that I can remember. Dude, I think
Man,
so. That
it
shit
got
was
to the
so
point
funny, brother.
I was working as a bouncer at a club at the time, and dudes would just kind of say, "Hey, yo, bro, hey, dab me up, man." And they would do that. Like, you could, fellas, I challenge you to go to a bar right now and walk up to just some guy, just kind of order a drink and just chill with him, and then just say like, "Yo, man, dab me up," or like, let's say you're watching a sports event. You know? Denver Nuggets just won the NBA. Fucking awesome. Like, guarantee you there are bros down in Denver right now that were like, "Yo, man, hey, I don't know who the hell you are. Dab me up."
Hell yeah.
That's just a
Dab me
universal
up.
term for a high five now. And
Yeah.
that's a great example. Excellent example.
I'd say recently too with the pirate posting. I mean,
Oh, dude,
I
yeah.
think I don't think it's
Ooh,
like,
powerful.
you know, it's not gotten to that level where it's spread, but it makes me happy that people enjoy it. And recently someone DM'd me, he's like, "Hey man, like I want to make like a pirate page. Like, would you be cool if I use like your character in there too?" And I was like, "Dude, I would be honored. Like, thank you. That's so awesome."
That is so cool.
Oh yeah.
That's really fucking cool, man.
Have you guys had experiences like that? Just like where
So-
you start something and you're like, "Yo, other people are catching on to this. I like it."
Yeah, a lot of just like the Doge story content as a whole. A lot of people jumped up onto that. And, I mean, some of them couldn't really do it. I mean, they either took it way too seriously or barely seriously. And I don't know. I think as a whole, it takes whoever can write better. It works. But that's like not a good example for me. But what would be better would be the cheeseburger. Me and Green Doge turned that into like an entire thing. You go to my YouTube channel, you can watch Cheeseburger and Happy Meal right now. It's sitting at like 3.2 million views. And I get
Damn.
To this day, they're like, "Oh, you were the guy that made that video." And if you listen to it, what made the video just kind of like, I guess what helped spread it around is that I said, "Hi, welcome to Burger King." But when we were making it, I used like the background of McDonald's. And the whole point of the joke is that like the guy at the restaurant is just so dead inside. He's like, "I can't do this with these goofy as fuck orders. What's a cheeseburger?" Like, but the joke is like, "Wow, I forget whatever I work at. Welcome to this place. Fuck you." And fast food workers, you're with me on this one. You get some people like that where they. Why do people think like going to Wendy's is like an eating out experience? Like, you don't return food or send food back. That's just not a thing.
Yo, literally.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh.
But where do you
it's like,
think
buddy,
you are,
this is a
sir?
Wendy's at 4:15 in the afternoon, and you ordered a fucking biggie bag or a 4 for 4. That's like the leftovers of what
Yeah,
you got. Like, chill out, man.
Which, by the way,
You're asking
Salmon
Hell
Pizza,
yeah.
that shit is.
And
banging.
here's another thing: we barely
My
know
God.
each other, and it's like, the 4 for 4. I've had that. That shit went hard.
Yo,
They took a
4 for 4
piece
though?
of me away when they took away the 4 for 4. Like,
I miss those snack wraps, dude. I'm so pissed they took away the snack wraps.
held it back.
Man,
Yeah.
the
Yo, dude,
snack
for
wrap
real.
was like my.
Oh my
Yes, dude.
That was my go-to item.
You have every day, like not every day, but like
Oh
usually
my
when I'd go
God.
out for lunch at work, yo, let me get one of those snack
Yeah.
wraps.
Yeah, you just gobble up a snack wrap, easy. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
evil. I'll
is this
never
like
forgive
one
them
of
for
those,
this.
like, is this like the Taco Bell potato taco? Is it like on that level?
Well-
That's my exposure to this.
I'd say it's kind of close. Although for me personally, the one from Taco Bell was the crispy chicken taco that they had for a
Oh, you're
very
talking about
limited
the one
time.
where the chalupa
Probably the-
was made out of the chicken?
That sounds delicious.
No, that's
Okay,
a different
so
one.
That one, that's like
a
a
different one.
perfect place in my heart. I have some of my friends that know about my page and shit, and I used to do this thing. This I stopped doing it because it was just unhealthy for everybody involved. But it was called Drunk Taco Bell Reviews, and I would get sauce and I would review Taco Bell. And I reviewed one of my favorite Taco Bell menu items is just the chicken shell chalupa. And people are like, "It's a chicken," and I'm like, "It's not about that. You're overcomplicating it. Stop thinking about it, and eat it. I know it might be banned in some countries, but please just follow me here. And
Experience
I reviewed it, and I got around, I don't know, 100K views, something around there. Reviewing this thing.
Oh yeah.
And I took a bite and I put it down, and I'm like, yup, it tastes like sex. And like just the video ended there. I got a DM from my friend Nassim. He was like, "It does not taste like sex. You are wrong."
Dare you?
I will fight you on
man.
this.
Speaking of memes
Oh,
that
man.
transcend pop culture, Nassim handed me a flask of whiskey. The day Chris Chan got arrested.
Oh.
Like that whole thing. I'm gonna follow Count Dankula on this one. That was Internet 9/11.
That's a pretty way to put
We can
it.
all agree here.
That
was
broke the
fucking
internet. That broke the
awful to
internet.
do.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he knew, like, I used to be a
Bro.
historian. I found Chris Chan when I was browsing a cringe thread on Reddit in high school, and I was like, this guy's so lame. But he handed it to me. And
I
was
have to
like,
say,
"Here
it
you
is a
go. I know how
crime."
bad today must be. And it was like some solid fucking bourbon in there, and I'm like, thanks, man.
I needed that.
This tastes like sex.
It does not.
He takes it back. Yeah, it does not.
Yeah. I have to say, it is an absolute crime that Kiwi Farms
is?
is still
It
down
is?
this time.
See, people
It
don't
is
like
still
it,
down.
but it,
I just
it
checked
seems
right
to
now.
me like an SCP containment center for like internet weirdos.
Like the worst of the worst.
Yeah. By the
Yeah.
way, it is June 15th. Just so if someone tries to fact check me that Kiwi Farms is still down, it is June 15th. Kiwi Farms is still
Okay.
down. I'm sorry.
Why did they go down? Like, is it
fact check.
because it
I
was
don't
just
know.
deemed
I
too
know,
like?
I know Noel was going on some stuff. Oh,
DDoS.
was it DDoSing?
Ah.
DDoSing. It's been routine DDoSing for
Like,
about a year now.
Where did those people go off to then? Like, if they don't have Kiwi Farms, where did they spread out to? It's like when Tumblr banned porn. You remember that?
Gotta be
Tumblr
4chan.
bans
Oh, man.
porn, and then all these annoying ass people come to Twitter instead. I feel like that's
Yeah.
part of the reason why Twitter
Yeah.
became so annoying. So it's like, what's gonna happen with Kiwi Farms? What about those people?
Arby,
Where are they going?
100%
Gotta go to
right.
4chan.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gotta be 4chan.
If you guys came to this podcast for like a based epic red pill experience, sorry to disappoint you. If you guys came here to this podcast for like listening with your friends while you're like crocheting anime characters or like talking about your like multi like gendered living situation, this is also not for you. I apologize. This is just for people that are kind of tired of the modern world, just want to shoot the shit and hang out, you know. The world's burning
boys.
around us, so pour out a drink.
Yes, sir.
My
Oh.
country is
Yep.
burning.
cheers.
Cheers to
Salud.
that, guys.
His country is burning, and it's smoked out my country, or at least my state.
I
It looked
called
like Blade
Jack,
Runner
and
here
Jack
for a
just
couple
said
days.
cells, and I don't know why he said that.
Within cells.
Within cells interlinked.
Interlinked.
Within cells interlinked. Dude, it was pretty cool though driving home.
just,
I'm
like,
not gonna
listen
lie.
to that.
The breathing that
You just
in
hear in
that
your
was-
head,
gas
you look
mask.
like a good Joe. Boy, what a day, huh? And you're just like, yeah, what a day.
The fire does not discriminate.
as I'm wearing like a wet face mask. yeah.
Vulcan's country's on fire. Name is Vulcan. Much to think about, I'd say.
I wonder who could have caused this little incident.
The 18th did not do this.
Vulcan, you could have put out the candle, man. I see it lit right
Hey, listen, the can't. I extinguished this entire province. We are fine. It's just everything around us is burning. I don't know what the Black
like the dog
Templars
sitting
and,
there
and the
with the
Blood
dog,
Angels
where
are
it's
up
like,
to,
this
but I
is
don't
fun.
condone it.
Look, man, it's just another visit to Hell's
Okay,
Reach,
I got
honestly.
a question. Is a meme dead when Fortnite gets to it? I mean, if you guys play, they just added in the "This is fine" emote where like the dog is burning.
I saw
around
that.
like
I saw that.
Do you think a meme dies when Fortnite gets to
yeah.
it, or do you think it's like such an iconic meme Fortnite has to make a meme about it? Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Fortnite.
Oh, it's a good.
So, I think when a meme comes to Fortnite, it is buried. When a meme actually dies, the step right before it gets to Fortnite, that's when it enters the
Yo.
corporate board meeting on, are we going
Yep.
to add this? That's when the meme dies. Burial is when it actually gets
You think
into
so?
Fortnite.
So like, what about
It's-
other games though? Because there's a lot of these in games. I mean, when you have like,
Borderlands 3.
Anytime a
Oh, God,
corporation...
dude.
Oh,
what is it
God.
like? Borderlands had like the sussy
Borderlands-
Chungus, and you had to go give him the big sucker.
Christ.
Oh,
some
God.
shit. Like what What was up with that, man?
Borderlands digs up a dead meme.
Yep.
They dig up dead memes and rehash
Wait
them.
every
That's what
7
they
years
do.
and then they make another game.
They're like, hey, you remember this meme from
Oh,
Borderlands 2, Borderlands 2's time frame? Time to bring it
Yeah.
back. You guys like
Borderlands-
D&D?
Jesus
We're
Christ.
gonna release 2 games about D&D.
Oh,
One was a
Borderlands
DLC,
3,
the other was like
Tiny Tina's Wonderland, right?
You know what's groaning to
Yeah,
that?
we're all sitting here like, oh god, no.
Like,
Like,
Borderlands
Sorry,
3
sorry,
reminds me.
2K. Please give us Mafia 4 and make it Miami Vice.
that'd be
This
hot.
is the only demand
Please.
that I have. Yeah.
What like kind of like so like
I
Miami
also
80s?
asked for this.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
You're getting the lights. That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
That's a
man.
great
You know, we
aesthetic.
had
Like
like
that.
we had the '60s with like Mafia 3.
And that was pretty
really hope
decent,
the
all
fourth
things
game
considered.
Is like it was all right. Yeah, it had actually a really good story. I think the gameplay was really bland. That's what held it back. But this isn't a game review podcast because I could wax and wane about that for hours.
You're shitting.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the
That's where the
bathroom
clip.
and
That's where that
shit.
clip
Yeah,
came
like
from.
a
Is some
segment
kid
for
playing
that.
Mafia
Don't
3.
worry. I don't know if you guys have seen that clip, but it's like we'll pop it in over here somewhere, just with like quiet audio so you can hear it. But mom is like watching her son play Mafia 3. He's live streaming it on Twitch, and he's literally like going to the bathroom while he's playing. He hasn't gotten up in 12 hours, and she's had enough. So she's like, "You're shitting yourself." Go to, and he's just like, "Not yet."
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Like,
Mom.
Not like in an annoying, like, I'll get to it, Mom. Like, hold on. Give me a minute.
Gotta call me out in front of my
Oh,
friends.
God.
I know they did sort of a parody for that for in Counter Strike. Speaking of memes, the Antwerp Major ended a couple weeks ago. And not the Antwerp Major, sorry, the Paris
Oh,
Major.
yes.
I can already see the
Yeah.
comments. That it wasn't the Antwerp Major. It was anyway.
3 seconds
they had
after you
this-
say it. No, you were wrong.
Yeah. Listen, no, the comment was already posted
Yeah.
right after that.
I watched the All-Star game. I watched a couple of the recaps, and they brought in a couple days before. They had this dude with a horn, and he would play like
Okay.
this like bull matador anthem. It was something that they probably do. I don't know, man. I don't go to Europe, but they were doing it, and everyone would go "Olé!" Right? And it was awesome. It was really really cool. Even the players are doing it.
Yeah.
Blast TV, the company that organized that entire project, brought him in like on stage for one of the random rounds, and he would just like play the trumpet on stage, and everybody would get involved. It was and I think that became a meme in reality, and it was a very strange like form of like cultural osmosis where it goes the other way, where a meme goes into the internet, where you have that, and it was viewed live versus a bunch of relatable memes becoming like leaking out into the real world. And you see these with like living memes, you know, your Bad Luck Brian's, your Doges, your Caboses, like. But this one was a very recent one, and I
You'll
haven't
see,
seen it in a bit. So I was
Yeah.
very happy to see that. I think he's getting a sticker by Valve.
Wait,
That's
So-
awesome.
Oh, that's
That
great.
was really
That's
cool
awesome.
to see. But I mean, I saw that guy all over Twitter, and it was, hey Ben, if you're listening to this, which you probably won't, fucking mad respect to you, bro. Guy shows up with a FaZe t-shirt
Yeah, salute.
and the flag of his country around his back, and he's just jamming on that trumpet, man.
Yeah.
What a real one.
He's living his
Damn
best
straight.
life.
Damn
Salute
straight.
Yep.
to that paisano, brother. Hell yeah.
I thought that was some cool
The
shit.
guy rules. Some of the other like examples to touch upon that for like a real life thing bleeding into the internet for memes, like the last ones that I can remember are like things like ambulance. You guys remember that one? Yeah, I need an ambulance. Oh yeah,
not
call
for
an
me.
But
ambulance.
not for me.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Yeah, ones like that. It's yeah, there's still a few of those around, but they're not as common
Yeah,
as they
I think
used
that's
to.
because a lot of people just stopped watching TV, man. For me, I noticed it during COVID, where it was like, wow, we're a TV network and we don't have any ideas for a show, and it's like celebrity watch party. Wouldn't you guys like to know what Ozzy Osbourne is gonna watch tonight? Like, that to me, that's just peak
Yeah.
celebrity worship.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's also
And
so
Ozzy was
out
just
of touch and
So
tone
I was
deaf.
at the time I moved back in with my mom for a bit. My entire family was back under one roof for a couple of months. It was crazy before we moved back out. But she would get so excited for that show, and I just can't. It's gotten to the point for me where I see a celebrity
Cannot
and I'm
relate.
like, this guy is just. They don't. Why would you attach yourself to somebody that doesn't know you exist?
Yo, oh my God.
It makes
I
me
hope
mad.
people don't do that to us.
It doesn't.
Like, people can sit there and be like, I like these guys, but I don't want people to be like, yo, man, what did you eat this morning? Oh, that's so cool. You know, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like,
there's a weird parasocial relationship there.
Yeah, I
It's not
find
great.
celebrities very just celebrity culture. I largely just don't care about, but people do.
The thing that like woke me up to that, I'm like, I would hear people at work talking like, oh, did you hear blank and blank celebrity died or whatever, and then I go to myself thinking like, why do you care? They wouldn't care if you like passed away. They wouldn't even know your name. Why do
agree
you
and
care?
disagree.
All they do is
you're Italian American, like not Paul Sorvino, Ray Liotta.
Well,
Ray
so
Liotta died, Jack.
I was
That's
gonna
probably
say.
a really big part of you, but I think it's less like, oh, they died, and we're like, did you hear what so and so dissed Elon Musk today on Twitter with?
oh
Like,
my
bro,
God. And it's
who
like
gives
2
a
words.
shit?
That
Holy
too.
It's
fuck.
like, shut up,
Who
Elon,
cares
and that's
about
in
that?
every
Yeah,
news.
I don't care about any of these guys. You're all terrible.
Yeah, I'll say there might be like a cultural impact, at least for like Italian Americans, because a lot of these fellow Guineas were like from the same state as us. You know, we've like talked to these guys. Like my sister used to work at the country club that Joe Pesci used to go to, and like she's met Pesci, so it's like we know these kind of guys. They're involved in
But at the same
the
time,
culture
you're not gonna
almost,
like run
you know?
up to another greaseball and be like, "Yo, bro, did you see what Pesci put on a sandwich
Exactly.
today?" Oh, like no, you're not gonna
Exactly.
do that. That doesn't
Exactly.
Make any
We're gonna
sense.
go. Yeah, but if Pesci dies, you're all gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
exactly.
salute to a
I
paisan,"
think that's more or
you
less
know?
respect of like how he was as a person if a celebrity dies versus. Did you see what like Nina Turner said on Twitter? Like, who cares what
No,
anybody
literally,
says?
who cares?
Right.
I genuinely like if they
Who
die. Like,
gives
here's
a
something.
shit?
I got an example because I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, Jack, not true. That's never happened to me. I'm a big MF Doom fan.
Right.
In terms of artistically and like the album
Oh, yeah.
composition and the way that he tells a story, is just so texturally different in terms of like other music as a whole. Even comparing him to like Pink Floyd The Wall and Moody Blues or like
Yeah.
around like Daft Punk Around the World or
Bowie.
yeah. And I just found it very interesting, and when I looked at that and I saw that he died, I was like, I was saddened because I wanted to see more of what he could have come up with. Now, if someone was like, did you see
Yes.
MF Doom get canceled for this? Largely, I won't care, you know? And that's another reason
I'm gonna
why I
roll
don't
my
watch
eyes.
award shows. To me, it just seems like a big wank fest about stuff. And on top
Nothing
of
but
that, when
ass
they go up, they
pats.
give a speech. Like there's that Stranger Things speech where it's like we're
Ugh.
literally changing the world, and it's like I don't think so, man.
Like think way too
Yeah,
highly of
certainly.
themselves. It's just so
However, I will
arrogant
say
and
they do
pretentious.
spawn some pretty funny memes, and when the internet kind of the internet gets
Sure.
whipped into like a bloodhound frenzy
Frenzy.
where they just start going. Arby, have you ever seen anything like that happen? Maybe not to like me, but like maybe a page or a celebrity you followed.
Like what specifically? Like
I wouldn't call it
they do
cancel
or say
culture, but
something?
just, like,
Oh.
I would say collectively just repeatedly shitting on a person. Maybe for a meme, or maybe in a meme, or maybe as a meme.
I think the
People are doing
I think
it right now with fucking Gartner Ban. Those two game designers, man. They're genuinely trying to make a game, and people are like, "Oh, this is so bad, I beat it and refunded it in the time that it took to play it." And it's like, "Wow, you're so cool."
Yeah,
there's
there's
And then they're like,
really...
they'll send
I'm
Yeah, me
screenshots
neither.
to
familiar
these
with this.
guys, like their receipt ticket of a refund, and that's like, what are you trying to accomplish?
like now
Yeah.
they're not going to make any, like if you like the game and you're refunding it, like what, they can't make more, like
Well, on top of that,
Why are you doing
imagine
this?
you guys just doing that. Put yourself in like a creator's shoes, where somebody, let's say somebody really hates what you're making, you know, and then like the greater whole of the internet's just like, I hate this guy. It's so, and it's not like you did anything wrong. It's just cringy, you know. Here's a good one. The Gartner Ban
Yeah.
memes. They're really cringy, but funny in a cringy way. You know, I
Okay.
find them to be they're very funny. I know we have a mutual friend named Semi that sends them. They're really bad, but
Wow.
they're funny bad, you know. And I don't want to be
Semi
that
knows
guy,
how to
but
pick 'em.
I like it. I think it's a funny bad meme, but If you were the
It's
guy
charming.
that made that, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be like, yeah, that is funny. But if someone legitimately was like, hey, Jack, I beat Italian Simulator 2 in 8 minutes. Your game sucks. Look, I refunded the money, so you won't even get it. How would you feel about that?
It's like, oh, like,
Yeah,
thanks,
It's like
dick.
if you want to show someone you hate them, like to me, just like dude, don't acknowledge them. Like the fact that you went, bought my game,
Yeah.
spent hours of your life playing it, and then had like you wanted to send this to me to stick it to me. I'm like, bro, like rent free, literally. Like, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Like,
like-
I'm glad I'm glad I have that effect on
occupying
you.
a space in
Like,
the back
first
of
of
your
all-
head.
Exactly. Like, thank you for thinking about me. I'm flattered.
First of all, what even caused that hate? What even caused
Yeah.
that action? Really?
So
like,
with
come
Garden
on,
Band
what's
Band, it was
going
just-
on
it was
here?
bad. And you know, I agree, it was bad, but
Sure.
man, I think these guys are like 18 and 19. Like they're new to game development. Like, come on.
Oh,
leave it
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
As an artist, when you don't get something right, I've made some cringy artwork in my time. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
Here's one. I had a girl break up with me, and I made like a broken heart like logo, and I set that everywhere. So there
Okay.
you go. I'm not immune to it. Like I get it, man. I've made some bad
Sure,
shit
sure.
in my time, but
Look,
we've all
we've
like,
all
Shit in a
cringed.
breakup.
We've all cringed. You know.
Yeah. Embracing the cringe.
Arby,
is what
have you
makes
ever
you
been in a
best.
conversation with somebody in real life, and then they just quote
No.
something that you know? Arby has never met anyone in real life. Does not go out.
I don't leave my house.
Doesn't
No,
leave
I'm sorry.
The paper bag always.
Arby is actually an AI program.
You've
that
created.
we've, developed
That's
to
the first
curate
guest.
Memes. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
what was the
yeah.
question? I'm sorry.
Have you
In a
ever met
conversation with
somebody
someone?
in real life, and they just quoted something from online, and you're just kind of like, oh fuck. You just
I'm
kind of know you're like, it's one of those moments.
One of the the worst, like the bad examples I can think of were in high school. But like, you know, for example, like I had this oh my god, you guys would love each other. Like my one buddy from my old job, he was like a true like K enthusiast, you know, like
Oh, God.
guns. He knew all, you know, he was
Hey, Vulcan, this is
Man.
all you, man.
no, just like our humor and all that kind of stuff. Like I was surprised I met this guy in real life, like not through the internet, you know. So
Yeah.
he would quote like, you know, the good things just to me. Like he knew how to lower his power level in front of everyone else, you know. But I just, you know, like you guys
Okay,
all
okay.
probably had this experience with kids in high
Superpowered
school.
autism.
I was
Look,
gonna
yeah.
ask, you see the superpowered autism in high school a lot because that's
Yes.
how it is. For me,
Yeah,
it was never like that. I didn't have much friends in high school. I played TF2 and kept to myself. But I remember when bro was a thing, everybody was like, bruh,
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
quoting Vine content and
I would say I
everything, man.
experienced. Yeah, I would say I experienced most of that in college rather than high school. But then again, I'm slightly older, so it's still the same time frame that this shit was going on. Oh my god, I do have actually one story like this that I experienced in real life. It was at my local game store. Apropos of nothing, right? Like me and my friends are there. We're setting up for a game of Warhammer. Some guy, because you know we're friendly guys, you know we'll talk to anyone that comes up and talks to us. So this one guy comes up, and apropos of nothing, just like direct quotes that weird like Rage Against the Machine fucking meme where it's like when people go like, oh, I don't like when people put politics in my music or whatever. And like, what? Well, they're called Rage Against the Machine. What do you think they're raging against? Like, dude, we all fucking know. I don't know why you're telling us this in the middle of the game store, unprompted. Like, I'm here trying to make my Catholic space knights beat the shit out of my friends' orcs with chainswords. I don't give a shit. Like,
And
what the fuck?
Why is
don't
it
know.
like? That's kind of the reason. Like I've like you guys, I signed up for this game, like you know, like the app Meetup. You know, I signed up for like board game things to like go out and hang out with people. But it feels like I'm
Yeah.
so apprehensive of going because I feel like you know board games and like stuff at game shops especially. It's like a breeding ground for autism for stuff like that. You know, like you know.
I will say,
Yeah.
To learn
I've
how to
met some
filter.
pretty chill people that just
Yeah, exactly.
They want
Yeah.
to paint some stuff, and then at the
Yes,
same
yeah.
time, I've just met some people that I don't know if they're not socially adjusted, but we're playing some Warhammer. It's a 14,000 point Tyranids versus Imperium game. We got everyone's bringing out the nice toys. The Nids. One guy brought like that big Tyranid like resin dragon.
Oh,
it was
the
it was one with
Harridan?
wings. It was really fucking huge. Looks like a statue. Excellently
Oh,
painted.
yeah.
And I remember, I don't know what prompted this, but this lady, she was at a D&D table, and they're playing D&D, but like the D&D where everyone's very like meticulous, and they use the whiteboard with the tiles, they do that. And we're playing 40K, and she just shouts across the gaming hall, "Nice dragon! It looks poggers!" Followed by like a thumbs up. And we all just kind of looked at each other like we're...
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Now everyone feels awkward.
And it was just, I feel bad for people like that because, you know, to them in the spaces that they run in, that's normal to say that.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's
Yes,
normal to like
yes.
kind of bring it out like that. I don't release like my internet trollage into reality because, you know, I don't want to be, you know,
We know how to
lame.
power down our power levels. You know, we keep it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I don't take the
You'd-
internet
you'd
seriously,
be,
man. I run a
uh,
page about yellow dogs
Yeah.
doing uncharacteristic things. It's not like I'm making the Mona Lisa over here. Like,
Right.
it's nothing,
Absolutely.
and it's nothing to really write home
Um,
about either. Like, so with that in mind, I
Yeah.
kind of keep things like. You ever meet me in real life, you'll notice I'm not like I didn't walk right off the internet. I'm pretty well reserved.
You're
I
a
see people
well-adjusted
that are like
individual.
that, and I'm like, well, you know, that's fine. You talk like that. I just find it very, I don't know, interesting that someone would voluntarily do things like that off the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off-putting.
I think everybody's
Definitely
got some.
off-putting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
certainly.
guys wanna
Like-
share some stories? Some terminally online people. Let's
Oh,
get
That's
God.
the one.
Vulcan,
You
I
guys can
think
go
you might
first.
Yeah,
have
because I have
Vulcan.
more stories than I know what to do with.
Sitting there in the fucking Tito rocket power shirt.
I like it.
Yeah, we got the drip.
It's funny, you put that on one of those guineas, and it's just, you look like a mob
This is
boss.
Vulcan. That's a Tito from Rocket Power.
Hey, little cuz. So wait, what was this?
You know, people that are a little too terminally online.
Oh, okay.
In real life.
You know, they take like a meme or you say something and they're like, that meme is so old. That's dead. Don't say that.
Okay, so, I went to anime conventions over the last like couple years. We haven't had any in our local area for maybe the last 3 because of COVID, and we're just starting to go back to how things regularly were now. So, when you go to conventions like that, you meet all of them. You meet very
Yup.
very special characters.
Here we
Ooh.
go. Here we go. Lay it on
And-
me, man. I'm
do.
ready.
It was, God, he was somewhere damn near 30, but like he was just, I can't put it properly, but you just know when you see someone that they're just
They're one
a
of
little
those.
too different.
They're wrong.
There's something a little off, you know.
There's some red flags
Yeah,
and
yeah,
alarms
and you're
going
like,
off in your head.
You're like, well, I mean, I just met them, so I can't like.
Yeah, you don't want to commit to it like, oh, they're one of those. Like, well, let's.
Yeah, I
just-
can't
Give
assume
them the
that you're
benefit
just
of
gonna
the
be
doubt.
some
You don't
kind of
wanna
weird
judge.
degenerate, you know?
But then they prove your assumptions right later, you know.
Absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely.
You know what? Your gut feeling is correct 90% of the time, so usually go with your gut feeling
Yeah.
on these kinds of people.
So, yeah, he was just, even now, since
Do you
I
have any specifics?
I'm trying to put together something that is cohesive, but it's just
No, I
like
feel that. I feel
Okay.
that.
it's like lapses
Let
in
it
memory.
stream, brother.
But like, he was incorporated in the same, like, he was in our group, our little cosplay group we had,
Okay.
and and man, he was a greaser.
Greaser is in like Jack Greaser, or
Okay.
Greaser is in like MTG
Not the good kind.
crack Greaser.
Yeah, MTG kind of,
MTG?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Like we included him, but we really didn't want him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you're kind of trying to withhold some like details.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but I that's something we can talk about.
Did he
off
like?
air.
Did he like glom onto your group? Like you guys were planning it, and he's like, "Oh, I want to do this too," and you guys are just like, "Ah, Yeah, sure.
Well, he happened to fit a particular niche of it. So
Sure.
he fit the character well, but like, whew.
Okay, that's not good considering.
Yeah,
it's anime.
yeah.
My God, it's funny. A story I was going to bring up is actually also related to an anime convention, because I actually do photography for my
Okay.
friend who does
Yes.
cosplaying. Non-professionally, but it's, hey man, you want to take pictures of me and my shit? Yeah, fuck it, cool. But this one time we were going with my friend's brother, who I'm also very close with, and then this other guy who's relatively new to the friend group. And this guy who's new to the friend group kind of was given that exact kind of like mental alarm we were talking about earlier, where it's like, I have a gut feeling about this guy. Now, me and my one friend who does the cosplays, we split a room, and then his brother and the new guy to the group split their own room, right? Now, first things first, the guy was doing his own kind of cosplay.
What was he cosplaying?
But for some reason he had, I kind of want to neglect to say, just in case it somehow gets
You're
out
good,
and
you're good,
like
you're
that
good,
I'm
yeah.
talking about him. But it was a relatively like popular anime. It's not like it would be a pretty common cosplay. But the point is that he had us bring the cosplay with us specifically. Like we drove up the outfit, and then we delivered it to his room for some reason. So I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, like fine.
I don't like where this is
Cool.
going, Jack.
That's not like the yeah. This guy
Yeah,
was
this
like
is
kind
I
of
don't know where this is
like,
going.
I get down.
Arby's like, I'm excited. This is
well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this guy was doing some weird shit, right? Because the convention we were at, I don't know if you're familiar with this one, Vulcan, but it was at a Kalahari resort. I'm not going to say the exact name of the convention, but the Kalahari resort is basically like a half water park, half hotel type convention with a convention center tied onto the side. So obviously if we're in the water park section, we cannot bring our phones with us because
Yeah.
water. Me and my one friend, the guy I take photos for, we were in the water park, hanging out. We could go into the hot tub because you can drink in the hot tubs there. They have bars right in the hot tubs.
Hell yeah.
Fucking cool. And then we get back like when we're done with that, and I check my phone, and both of us have like 30 missed messages
no.
from him and like a couple
Right.
missed calls from him each, and it's insane. And we go, yeah, no, man, we couldn't respond. We were in the water park. And he starts acting weird towards us the whole time, and he's like, oh, these guys are like ducking my calls or like avoiding me and whatever. I'm like, okay, man, it's like the first day of the convention. I don't know.
Hey, you guys are having
What's
a
going
party in
on
the water
here?
park.
So, like-
your phones aren't with you. Maybe they're in the
Exactly.
locker room or something.
They were in the locker, yeah. So, the next morning is when we go deliver his cosplay because the first day's registration. Bullshit.
Usual.
I go to deliver it to him. He's not in his room, and like I talked to my friend's brother. I'm like, yo, where the hell did this guy go? And he's like, oh, he hopped out the window to go like smoke weed or something. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, fine. Kind of annoying considering, I'm here to deliver his shit and he's not like here for the fucking shit. So I just drop it off. And then he goes, yeah, man, dude, he wouldn't stop talking last night about the fact that you guys were trying to like duck him, or like we weren't trying to like avoid him. He's like, oh, dude, I know. He's just acting very strangely right now. I go, okay. And I try inviting them to go to breakfast at the thing because it's got a breakfast buffet. I'm like, all right, come on, like, feel like you're being neglected, whatever. Come on, let's go. And he's like, nah, man, I'm good. All right, man, I'm not even going to try anymore. I've invited you out now. You want to spend time with your homies here, and you're not doing it?
Right.
Sayonara.
I've
Fine.
extended enough pleasantries.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
He's just throwing a fit,
Yeah. Yeah, and then this whole fucking time, we find out after the con, he's texting my friend and his brother's sister the whole time, bitching about her brothers. that were there at the con with us. And it's like, oh, so you're just like a weird snake, and like she's calling you out on your shit too. You're just like
I don't understand
like an
people
asshole.
like that, man.
And he's
right.
makes no sense because he's like trying to cause a beef where there was literally none.
I mean, you guys are all there to have a good
It's a
time. and
convention.
it's just-
Yeah.
Like, you guys are.
We don't all have to be tied at the waist 24/7.
Certainly not.
So
Like, what was his end goal there?
yeah.
Just to get everyone mad at each other, and
like,
then
what was his
and then
strategy?
what then? Like,
What was his plan?
Well, it turns out after more interactions with him, this guy is like, because he's off the island now, right? He's not part of the friend group anymore. He's certified off the island. This guy is kind of like a, well, to put it in a way, a piece of shit, a fucking stunner.
A real mucky.
He's a real muffle gobbler kind
Just
of thing.
everything he did.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everything he did was like problem causing. To like the extent where he's like texting one of our girlfriends behind their back type
Why?
shit.
Why?
Staking around. Because he's addicted to the PUSSY.
I hope she sees this, bro.
The boost.
You know?
Yeah. Dude, literally.
Man.
Literally.
Arby, have you ever encountered anyone like
Terrible.
that? You know,
What?
where they just take like online beef or just online shit too far, and it just
too far.
it
No,
just
honestly,
drags out, man.
surprisingly, I can't say I have just yet. Like, I've pissed a few people off in my time, and not on purpose. It's just like, I don't want to talk about this person because, again, like, I think ever since we stopped talking, we haven't like mentioned each other. We have a mutual like, hey, we don't like each other, but we're not gonna talk about each other. But yeah,
You're
I'm
very
so,
mature for
but
your age, Arby.
but it's like
No.
that
Stop.
it was something that I think was. But I'm trying to think, man. It wasn't even that bad, you know. It was just, hey, we met in real life. We didn't like each other, and then like kind of like that was that. But no, that was I don't think I've had that experience yet. Where it just honestly, no. I really can't say other than at the autism breeding grounds, you know. But you know, that's like par for the course.
Yeah. No, I totally
Yeah.
get that. No, that was solid.
Have you guys?
Um,
Either of you? 'Cause
no,
we heard,
I have.
we heard Doge's.
I have my fair share. Trust me. I guess I'll go down. I'll talk
please,
about
do
one
tell.
here.
Yeah. Save the others for other
I had
podcasts.
this
Yeah.
one guy. His name was Werner, or Warner. Sorry. Warner is not. He's fine, I guess. Like, the best way I can put it, at his best, you know the big kid from Recess.
Mikey.
He's like Mikey
Yeah,
from
dude.
Recess at his best. You know, interesting guy, kind of fun,
Okay,
just party
okay.
dude. But he goes like Mikey, and then you start seeing Mikey doing like lines of coke. And you start wondering, like, what's Mikey? Why? What happened? And that was the case with Warner here. And I remember it was at my friend Noah's party. It was for his 21st birthday. This is back in 2020. We were all there and we were all blasted. I got a video of my old roommate screaming "Big Chungus" like the whole fucking like "Big
Oh my
Chungus"
God.
R&B song into my phone.
Oh my
There's a good
God.
example. Yeah, that's a great video. It's a classic. But
That is
I'm
a
like,
classic.
you're
for
live.
us.
What do you want to say? He goes, big, just. But Warner
off.
decided to like, you are very mature for your age. This one girl, and it was like this girl brought her little sister to
God.
the party, which we were all like, okay, we all kind of had this sit down like, look, everybody, this is a 17-year-old kid. Leave her alone. Don't offer any drinks or anything. If you see people be creepy to her, please let somebody know and let her sister know. Guess what Warner decided to do? Warner
that
fed
guy?
Her, Warner fed her a bunch of edibles, and he was like ready to take her to the car, and the whole time
Jesus
he's
fuck,
spouting
dude.
about like his game and all this other shit. And just it was weird. It was like mimetically talking about like what he was gonna do to this girl with memes. Like I'm like, Warner, what do you do? He's like, she's
no.
extra thick, John. And I'm like, dude, she is a high schooler.
Yeah, they
We
would.
came into blows,
She
and he was
is
like, you want to say something? Fucking say it.
17.
oh, we'll see how I retaliate. And like I was like, yeah, dude, I think it's just not right, and I'm not trying to make like a scene out of it. And he's like calling people over, you know, like what Jack would do if Jack was indeed believing what people were seeing, kind of vibe. But it got everyone. We almost came to blows, and it took about 5 people to hold Warner back.
It's like,
But
bro,
we never
that's a
invited him
predator.
back to anything again. Not just because he was like a super cringy motherfucker, but because of that. And it was just
yeah.
it was just it was not
That is
okay,
a
dude.
violation.
Like
Yeah,
we
and
were
I
all
guar-
like, that's just not cool.
I guarantee in his head he was probably like, wow, like what happened? How come no
Literally.
one wants to hang
So
out with
he
me
did.
anymore?
He was
You know?
like, guys, I was just shooting the shit, you know? It's just guy talk. And it's like, no, dude.
It's
No.
not.
No
Not this time,
self-awareness. No
So
self-awareness.
yeah, that was it for me when I saw
God.
that. But it got into like the sort of the, I guess the creepy side of Discord, if you want to call it that. Yeah.
The all too
Yeah,
common
you'd be
creepy
surprised how
side,
often
yeah.
you meet people like that.
It's
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's just something else. But I think this is a good segue into our closing statements here. Just about random stuff you guys are stoked for, whether we're heading into the weekend. Next week, I got a barbecue festival out where I'm living right now, so I'm gonna get some
I'm
really
jealous.
goddamn good ribs here in a bit.
Ooh.
We just had a rib
Yeah.
festival in
Let's
in my
go.
house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you
Some
guys.
Some really.
What do you got going
I'm-
for you then?
I'm fucking coming over there.
All right.
Nah,
all right,
dude.
sweet.
Like,
We'll have to get some drinks.
what do I have? Oh man, absolutely jack shit. Nothing. I usually get the little newsletter thing in the mail, and I try to read it, see what's going on in the next couple of weeks. Nah, nothing.
New in
But,
Arby's area. Nothing.
Oh man. But
New from
Fucking
Bionicle.
nothing.
in a couple of weeks, I'm
nothing.
gonna go see my friends back home. Our
Nice.
one boy from Sweden's coming down to visit too. So we're gonna have a good American time. We're gonna show him a good time.
Classifies
I'm
as
excited for
American
that.
time for international viewers.
That's a good. You know what? I think he already had his American time. He came to visit a friend in Utah who was like country
Oh, he went to
bumpkin.
Utah. Oh, man.
Yeah, like shooting guns out in the mountains, drinking every night. I'm like, you know what? He had the American experience.
Yeah,
Now
that's
we
a
have to
full
give him-
American
That's
experience.
about right. No.
Man,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah,
hyped. I'm so
dude.
excited.
Hell
Worked
yeah.
A
this guy
week
named
with them.
Adrian, and he told me the freest he's ever felt was in Tucson, Arizona, where he got on his ATV with his holstered firearm, drove to a liquor store with his firearm on his hip, bought a bunch of liquor, walked over to the King Supers there, got like a deli sandwich. While he's there, everybody else has guns on their hip, by the way.
Yeah.
He gets back
Yeah.
on his ATV with all his camping supplies, and
Dude.
goes out into the desert, takes a bunch of edibles, drinks his liquor, and looks up at the stars. And I think about that a lot. With just
Yeah, I was
how-
gonna say it's beautiful.
That's
Dude's living
fucking-
life. You
stole the
that's
words out of my
goddamn
mouth.
freeing
Beautiful.
right there.
Dude's
man,
living
is what
life.
That is, yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the dream right there,
Oh,
brother.
it was awesome.
Oh my god.
I wanted to ask.
Yeah, what's up?
You guys can cut this out if it's like too long. But I wanted to, if it wasn't just me, was there a meme that you guys have seen that like everyone seemed to like except you? Like, was there something that was just like too? I don't want to say too popular because it's like sounds so hipstery, but you know it could be. Like,
Yeah.
was there something that's like gained so much popularity and you liked it for a bit, or just like again, just everyone seemed to like it and you didn't?
Riz.
Like, did you guys have that
Riz.
experience?
Riz.
Riz?
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
Riz
nah,
was a
I-
soup. I don't understand. To this
that
day,
felt
I
so
don't get
forced.
it. Hey, bro,
So
check
forced.
the Riz. Oh, okay. And then it's just
Like-
it's like pickup lines.
It's game.
Right? It's just
Yeah, it's
game. Just call it game. Like, what's the
Yeah.
big deal? Why are you
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
it
yeah.
Riz?
We,
What's-
we,
Yeah.
we, had,
Riz-
we had a word for it prior.
I feel like I'm
Riz
an
feels
old
so
man,
forced.
where it's like I don't understand.
Yes,
What is
dude,
this?
right?
Riz this,
I
Riz
feel
that.
bad for
Yeah.
saying that,
What
but
does
it's
it
just
mean?
like
Why? Just call it game. Like they've been doing it for 20 years, man. Just we don't need a new word. It's fine.
Yeah.
why change it? Why change it now?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
mine. For me,
Yeah.
We had a good thing
Yeah.
going,
it's
you
gotta
son
be
of a
Riz
bitch.
for me. I just don't get it. You know, and I'm getting to that
Okay.
point in my time where I'm starting to just not be with all these.
I'll have
memes.
to think about this.
Before we even go,
The-
while we're doing closing statement, I'm taking a shot for you guys.
All right.
Cheers.
To
Yeah,
the
cheers.
speakeasy,
Salud, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll get.
To the speakeasy.
I'll
Drink
get
up,
a drink
everybody.
myself. Salud.
Except you,
Salud.
No drinking for you.
I like water.
All
Stay
right.
hydrated.
Yep. I got my gallon right here too.
Drink water, bitch.
I'm drinking water.
Drink your water. No, I gotta think about meme like that.
You guys can't see it right now, but Jack's
You can come back to me.
just like he saw a sandwich in a window, where you can see the
Yeah.
gears are turning.
Like,
Like he's analyzing what's in that.
Gotta
sand
go through
pool.
every
He's-
meme right now, you know.
Oof, model. What's in there? It's gotta be some
I think-
gabagool, some
I can hear the
salami.
mouth
Oh my
breathing
God, some
through
mozzarella.
I think the soy jacks are starting to wear on me now.
You know,
Soy jacks,
let's get on
you know?
this. What
I get it. I can get that.
I
Yeah.
saw. I have a friend who
Okay.
I like to believe is a soy jack expert, but he was like, you know what I like about this Cobson Jack is it doesn't remind me of a Tate Jack or a soy jack.
He's a
Cola.
fucking
And I'm like,
historian.
what?
Soy Jack historian.
What the?
I don't
fuck is that?
understand what the fuck you're
That's like
talking
you
about.
cracked open a book and it's like, da 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 da. Cobson Jack. Okay,
Dude.
this is a Cobson Jack. Unlike an Imp Jack, which is, and I only know this through like
Jesus
like memory,
Christ.
but.
That's the funniest part is when it becomes
It's
an
so
anthropology
weird, dude.
class.
It's
to
Yeah,
like a
understand
soy
a meme.
jack was a meme, and now it's a meme class.
Yes, dude, that is very funny. You know what? I think I kind of agree for like the soy jacks. They were charming at first, and I would say pretty deep into their
Yeah.
life cycle.
Yeah,
we
They're
were getting
pretty
some
charming.
interesting stuff, and then they got to
we
Twitter,
are
and
now-
they were like, "Oh, I don't."
I was
don't-
just gonna
I
say
don't
that,
feel
dude.
represented by
Yep.
this.
As
Yeah.
they say,
Yeah.
Twitter ruins everything.
And like
It
does,
whatever
it does.
gets to
It's
Twitter.
a soldier.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be non-individualistic.
Yeah.
That's the point of the feels guy meme, is that everybody can look at that and go, "That's me.
Yeah.
I get that."
yeah.
And now we have these
That's
very
me.
specific
Yep.
ones, and there is a hell that has been unleashed.
Oh, it's
upon the
terrible.
realm.
Say the line, Doge Jack.
The Doge Jack.
I will say, I adore the chud.
This is
Yeah.
so funny. I think my favorite one I can
Chud
put off the
face.
top of my head is like, "Chuddy, Mima made you cookies."
Oh,
And then Chud's just like, "No, Grandma, I don't have time for cookies anymore. The West has fallen, and only I can save it."
Dude, it's so good. The form.
oh yeah.
No!
Yeah, dude.
Makes me die
Oh, dude, I
every
see,
day.
Uh,
Dude, I
Birds
love
are really
that so
referencing
much.
that all the time, and it's just, oh,
Oh
dude,
my
no,
God.
I can't. It's hard to believe that every chud,
It's so
every, like,
funny
soy
to
jack
me.
and chud has been like somebody trace over.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Arby, thank
Oh
you
my
for bringing
God.
this up. This is a good
My
one.
God.
Vulcan,
Yeah.
Vulcan, I agree.
Just-
Some of the
oh.
soy
Great
jacks are
topic,
starting to
dude.
wear. They're like rage.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
faces,
yeah.
man.
I mean, it's like Rage
Yeah.
Comics. It's gone on for so long that it's like, you know, they're about to be kind of shuffled out.
Collapsing into themselves.
Well, some of them have made a resurgence. Like
Yeah,
Trollface has
you know,
made a
like-
resurgence, specifically in the schizo.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
like those troll faces
Yeah.
though. It's just as somebody
love
with
'em.
severe schizophrenia, it is gratifying to see the troll face. I feel represented
feel-
by a murderous troll face on
I
the
feel
internet.
represented.
Fucking God, imagine if I did, man. Wow,
Ooh,
he's
man, that's
literally
awesome.
me.
It's literally me.
Say, say the line, Ryan Gosling. Jack.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah. How about you, Vulcan? Because I'm still coming up with shit for my closing, stuff coming up.
Nothing much really. I've been just buying models. Buying Warhammer. You
Nice.
know.
Yeah, okay.
Spending money on
Hell
the
yeah.
plastic.
Anything in particular
I think I'm gonna
that's
pick
cool?
up some Warcry.
Yes, you should. I
Yeah, I'm
thoroughly
gonna pick up a
Ooh.
warband.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
What
which one?
warband are you
Unless
thinking
it's like
of?
a collection of like stuff.
No,
So-
I think it's gonna be
Hmm.
one singular, but
Science
it was
of the
either
Flame?
that or the what's it those chaos fellas?
Who would've guessed?
Yeah, right.
Swarms.
Oh yeah, fire dudes.
Yeah, the pyromaniac likes the fire,
Yeah, I
guys.
thought. We got the
No, I
we got our
promise.
tier listing here that we did prior.
Really did. Yo,
but,
Arby, would you like to play Warhammer?
Oh,
I was gonna say, no, like you guys have like indoctrinated. First it was like you guys talked about the figures. I guarantee after I move, I'm gonna have to get some.
Well, how
I'm gonna have to
about-
try to do some painting,
We
bro.
can
Fuck
play
yeah,
some
brother.
Warcry later. I'm
Yeah.
down. You guys in?
Ooh.
Ooh, we could.
And
I
then
might be down. I'll let you guys
freaking
know.
what's it call it? I don't know if you guys saw my post about. I tagged a Doge here from New Jersey. I was just like, yo, I
New
have
Jersey.
to. I've been trying to do some research on some flight sticks and stuff, and it's just I want to play Ace Combat so bad, I really do. But it's just like you indoctrinated me
yes.
into that, so it's just like. But every this fucking Reddit blackout, everything's locked. I'm like I can't.
I don't understand this Reddit.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's
god,
sad,
me
man.
neither. All I know is that
Dude, I'll give you. I'll
Hey.
give you recommendations for the
I
Hotas.
wanted to see what other because I'm like, you know what? Am I really about to buy Flight
Chaos
Stick for this one
Legionaries.
game? Probably yes.
Those models are cool.
Well, there's
Yeah.
more than just
Yeah.
that game. I mean, you could use it for any other flight simulator of any kind or any kind of fighter
Hell, even
pilot
Mech
game.
Warrior.
Don't
Even
forget
Mech
about
Warrior, if you really get
Armored
down to it,
Core,
honestly.
fellas.
Oh.
You gotta throw that
Oh,
from
yeah.
software every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Man, and
Yeah,
Wait, can you
brother,
actually
I'm
use a flight stick for
excited.
that?
Probably. Dude, people used to play Armored Core controllers with
Fuck.
the controller upside down.
Dude, people played fucking Dark Souls on a
Yeah.
DVR. You'll be able to do it.
No, that sounds pretty good. But you know, guys, Arby, I
Fuck yeah,
gotta
dude.
thank you again for coming on here. This was fucking phenomenal.
yeah, such a big name.
Thank you.
Like
Yeah,
immeasurably.
Thank you guys
And you're just such a chill
Man.
guy, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I'm really
I'm
glad
honored to
is
be
just-
here.
Arby is just such a nice fella. I'm glad that you were our
Thanks.
first guy. I hope you had a nice time on here.
I had an amazing
Fantastic.
time. I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't like knocked back a few drinks in like in a while, but I'm I'm honored to be here. I'm so flattered that you guys accepted me as your first guest. Like
Awesome.
again, I had a great time just talking to you guys,
It's
shooting the
fantastic,
shit.
man. Well, everybody,
And I
thanks for
know-
tuning in. I'm gonna have everyone's socials pinned down below. Anything you guys specifically want to shout out before we close out this episode?
Nah, not me. Just the page, you know.
Yo,
Yeah,
shout out
hey.
to Arby.
Check out Arby.
Big
Shout
man.
out.
He's got some great
That guy
content out
rules.
there. He's been a friend for a long time, and he's
That
just
guy's
incredible.
awesome.
Man, again, you guys like made me like again.
Yeah,
I've always been not iffy, but I always get. I'll say like I'm shy about joining discords and stuff, but like after talking to you guys, I was like, you know what, like I gotta join more often. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's awesome.
it's always like getting
Oh,
over
yeah.
that first time
Yeah.
is like the hardest part, but now after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to join in, play some shit with the
Yeah.
boys now.
Fuck yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, and
feel
we're
that.
always doing
I
stuff
felt
too.
the
Awesome.
same way.
Well, that's great. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys had a. You had
I
a
felt
good
the
time
same
on
way.
here. Give it up to the lovely co-hosts of the show, Jack, aka
Yes.
Doge from New Jersey, and Vulcan, aka Vulcan. You
Hey.
guys
Hello.
are fantastic. Hopefully we can continue this,
Salud.
make it a regular thing. Hopefully with episode 2 we will have either another guest or another topic. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You have a great day, and I love you.